All right, y'all, what's brackalacking, man? I'm back at it with more news. Oh, man, let's get started. So, first, let's talk about Horror Nights officially announces that Five Nights at Freddy's is coming this year. So, now let me share the screen so you see that I'm not lying, that this is real. I'm going to show y'all right now. Boom. All right, y'all see it, right? Boom. Y'all see that? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right, we good to go. Horror Nights. This is also on the Orlando page, but I'm at the Hollywood page right now. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming in a whole new way to this year's Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights in both Hollywood and Orlando. More details coming soon. Now, most people are saying, right? Let's go down. Let's go. Most people are trying to figure out what do they mean by in a new way. You see how excited people are? They're going crazy. Oh man, they going crazy. They going crazy, going crazy. Um, okay, so let me get myself back on here. Okay, all right. So now that y'all see that, right? Let's go all the way back up top. Shout out to Horror Nights. All right, so this is what happened on Sunday night at CCXP, which is in Mexico. That's their version of Comic Con or something like that, the Mexican version. James Blum, who runs Blumhouse Studios, the production, he announced that Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Horror Nights, and he had this sign up there, the sign that you see right there. This sign right here. I'll go and make it full screen. This sign, he had that on there. It's on the internet. I'm sure you can find it. But basically, yeah, he had that on there, and basically immediately after he said that, Universal caught wind of it, and they posted it on their page, on all their pages. Yeah, all their pages, all of it. This is crazy, man. This is really crazy. So yeah, they posted it on X, aka Twitter. They posted it on Instagram, and it's on the actual website. I'll type it in for y'all, so y'all see I'm not lying. So we'll do Horror Nights. Here we go. Horror Nights. Let's go. Click right there. Come on, load up for me, baby. Load up. I don't know why y'all taking so damn slow. Here you go. Boom. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights. Freddy Fazbear. So let me say this. I want to say congratulations to the entire fan base of Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Just because I'm not a fan doesn't mean that this should not be celebrated. Shout out to the entire fan base. I've seen the movie. It's not terrible. It's just not necessary for me. I do think the story, as far as the movie goes, is solid. But yeah, just overall, it's not for me. But with this upcoming house on the way, I expect animatronics mostly, and I'm open to the idea of puppets. I'm envisioning this to be kind of like Chucky, or yeah, like a mix of Chucky and a mix of A Quiet Place. So, with that said, oh, let me type something else too. Let me go here. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Just pardon me. Let me go to Reddit. Let's see, Reddit, HHN. Yeah. Fuck. I'm gonna try to find it from this one dude so y'all can see what I see. See post. So this guy on Reddit. He knows a bunch of stuff, but obviously you can't see his face and all that stuff. So let's see, post. Let me go to comments. And he gives a whole rundown about what happened with this situation. Let's see. I'm gonna keep looking. Man, he gave a really good scoop on this whole thing. Let me see something. Okay, I think I got it now. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, so if you see that, if you see what I see, okay, so this is on Reddit. This guy named I Know More Than You, aka Pinhead. So he makes a whole post called, oh, here we go. He makes a whole post called We Made It to Announcement Season. I hope y'all see what I seen. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. I had a fun teaser post all set for y'all this morning, but unfortunately, due to the leak during the Blumhouse panel in Mexico last night, Uni had to make an unscheduled announcement. So to answer an obvious question, I don't know how this affects the rest of their announcement schedule. If everything is unchanged, we will know in the coming days. I can tell you that FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, was not scheduled to be the first announcement, but this is why we always say things like nothing is announced until Uni announces it. And they should be announcing X on X day, but it's always subject to change. These things are very fluid, as we found out last night and last year with the originals, for an infinite number of reasons. So we just have to roll with the punches. On the plus side, we've made it through a long stretch of no announcements, and HHN is right around the corner. We'll keep you posted of any weird new developments. Thank you, the management. Stellar Cycle says, wasn't a leak, it was a panel reveal, just ill-timed. I Know More Than You responds, this is actually leaking information before it's supposed to be announced. It was accidental, but it forced Uni to throw together an announcement in a matter of minutes. Then the gnarly goat asks, does there exist video of the Five Nights info being revealed, leaked during the panel? And then he posts it. Let's see some. Hold on. I got y'all. Just hold on, y'all. I got y'all. So I'm almost there. Hold on. Copy, paste. Okay. Let me X this out. Boom. Okay, here we go. We about to get loaded up. All right, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna do full screen for y'all. Okay.
Halloween horror nights at Universal Studios. In Orlando and in Hollywood, there may be something to do this September and October with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, you know, I've been telling you.
All right. So y'all just heard that. That was on Sunday. Now remember, I'm gonna go back to what homie said. All right, I'm gonna go back. So give me a sec. Okay, so now we back. So remember, homie said that this was revealed, but it was an unscheduled announcement. Remember, that's what he said. It was unscheduled. That means Jason Blum, he didn't give 2 ounces of a fuck and just said what was on his mind. Because I mean, that's his property anyway, so it don't even matter. Well, You know what I'm saying? They're part of Blumhouse. That's what I'm trying to say. But then remember, homie also says that is actually leaking information before it's supposed to be announced. It was accidental, but it forced Uni to throw together an announcement in a matter of minutes. So if we go back to what I just posted, that means this was not supposed to be the first announcement. The first announcement, I truly believe, was supposed to be Terrifier, which I think we're getting tomorrow, which is Thursday. I think we're going to get the Terrifier announcement, and then eventually we'll get the Five Nights at Freddy's, probably like third. That's my guess. I think it's going to go Terrifier, Friday the 13th, then Freddy's. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, I'm going to just leave that there. But overall, yeah, this is cool. It was randomly announced on Sunday, like I said. So I think I was in the midst of eating pizza and watching Until Dawn. And then this popped up. I'm like, damn, what the hell is this? What the helly? Shout out to Rob49. I think that's his name. What the helly? For real. What in the Five Nights at Freddy's is going on? That's the question I want to ask. So I really want to know from John Murdy and co, how were they able to acquire this IP and what was the business dealing that took place? I guess because they already do business with Blumhouse, it was an easier transition, but we thought there was a chance for it to come last year and it didn't. So, but now it makes sense with the fact that Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2 is coming out later this December. So that's probably the reason why they took the property or acquired the property this year as opposed to last year. So now that we got that out the way, right? I got another boomer for y'all. So give me a second, y'all. I'm about to post this. All right, here we go, y'all. Boom. Bloody Disgusting. Shout out to Bloody Disgusting. Shout out to BD. You feel me? Here we go. You see that? You see that title? I know you see it because I see it. Blumhouse reportedly acquiring Saw franchise rights from Twisted Pictures. Damn. I had to do a little, what's that? That wasn't even a belt. That was like a little burp. I'm going to say it again. Blumhouse reportedly acquiring Saw franchise rights from Twisted Pictures. Oh, shit. I'm hiccuping. Damn. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Shit. Damn. All right, I'm going to try for a third time. Third time's a charm. Blumhouse reportedly acquiring Saw franchise rights from Twisted Pictures. Okay, cool. I got through it. This was published 3 hours ago on June 4th, 2025, which is today, by John Squires. Let the reading begin. All right, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm about to go back again. Hold on. All right. I'm going to go full screen for y'all so y'all can actually see the whole thing. There's been a lot of talk about the future of the Saw franchise in recent months, with some suggesting that the franchise is dead in the wake of Saw 11 being pulled from the release schedule, coming off a successful 10th installment. Saw 11 was set to release on September 26, 2025, but turmoil behind the scenes left the fate of the franchise hanging in the balance. Deadline provides a shocking update on the state of Saw tonight, reporting that Blumhouse is acquiring the prospective rights to Twisted Pictures' portion of the Saw franchise. Blumhouse is essentially taking over the IP's ownership from Twisted's Mark Berg and Oren Coles. The exclusive report reveals Lionsgate will continue to be involved as a partner. How this apparently works is that Lionsgate owned 50% of the rights to Saw, while Twisted Pictures owned the other half, and Blumhouse will be acquiring Twisted's half. From what we understand, Twisted Pictures and Lionsgate had disagreements that spelled the end of the planned Saw 11 and temporarily left the franchise's future in limbo. According to Deadline's report, an 11th installment in the franchise isn't currently in development, though we can expect Saw Saga will be back on the big screen before long. In an interesting twist, Deadline also notes that the Blumhouse deal will bring original Saw co-creator James Wan back into the franchise fold, thanks to the recent merger between Blumhouse and James Wan's Atomic Monster. Stay tuned for more as we learn it. And there goes Toby Bell. And there goes aka Jigsaw. Oh, yeah, John Kramer. And then there goes Amanda. Yeah, I got all that. Okay, cool. So now that we got that, right? We're gonna go back. You feel me? Okay. So this is my take. I do not agree with this move. And the reason why I do not agree with this move is because I don't trust Jason Blum when it comes to handling legacy franchises. So I'm going to run through so you can see what I'm talking about. Halloween 2018. That was a thumbs up. Too nostalgic, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Halloween Kills. The worst Halloween film in a franchise. Besides Halloween 5, of course. And Halloween 3. I don't fuck with Halloween 3. I don't care what none of y'all say. Anyways, and then Halloween Ends. 2 thumbs down. Okay. Then Exorcist Believer. 2 thumbs down. Mid. Okay. The Haunted House at Horror Nights, Halloween Horror Nights, is way better than the movie itself. So we have 1 good movie and 3 bad movies out of the legacy films produced from Blumhouse. Now, do I like Blumhouse overall? Yeah. I fuck with the Purge. I rock with The Conjuring. I rock with The Black Phone. I rock with The First Megan. So there are films. Oh, Insidious. I rock with Insidious. But between all that, they got a lot of misses. We're not going to sit here and lie. They got a bunch of misses. It's on purpose. The Woman in the Yard. Trash. I know that was about suicide prevention. Sorry. You shouldn't have promoted it as a horror film because it's not a horror film. That's trash. Imaginary. Trash. I didn't watch none of those. I only watched Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's not even a bad film. I only watched it because of my siblings. So shout out to them. Damn, there's another film they acquired. It's with that dude. Damn it. I'm gonna look it up right now. We're gonna go through Blumhouse right now. Blumhouse films. Oh, I think it's called See No Evil. I'm remembering right now. So we're gonna go through all I'm gonna go through the horror. All right. So y'all see this? All right. Here we go. Woman in the Yard, trash. I didn't watch Drop yet. I'll check that out. That looks like it could be cool. Wolfman, it was mid. It was mid. There was more to be desired. It's not terrible, but it's just mid. The Craft Legacy, I fell asleep on that. Dash Cam, who gives a fuck? Speak No Evil, I still gotta watch that, but whatever. The They Them, fuck that movie. Black Phone, dope. The Unfriended, okay. Unfriended, yeah, that stuff is okay. See, I told you all the Purges I pretty much rock with. The first one's just okay, but I pretty much rock with them. Fantasy Island, no. Get Out, that was great. Get Out is great. Us is solid. That Ouija, the first one is whatever. The second one's good though. I'm trying to look through all the horror films. Let's see, slasher. Comedy. Trying to see what else is good. I didn't give a fuck about that. Ma is cool. Sinister is cool. The first 2, I mean, well, there's only 2. Sinister 1 and 2 is cool. I told you I rock with Insidious. The Invisible Man was good. That was good. Split, I don't rock with that. Dark Skies, don't care. Happy Death Day 1 was good. The second one, no, it's not good. It's too silly. And I think Megan number 2 is going to be too silly. The Black Phone part 2 was good, though, from the trailer I saw. Let's see. No. See, it look goofy. Black Phone 2 look good. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I don't care for, but shout out to y'all that do like it. Let's see if I can look at the whole catalog. Okay, here's the whole catalog so that I can go more in depth. Cabin in the Woods, good. I don't give a fuck about them other ones. Let's see the A section. No, none of them are good in the A section. Screw the D section. Like I said, I'm gonna check out Drop eventually. Get Out's the only good one out of the G's. I'm telling y'all, out of the I's, yeah, it's all the Insidious and the Invisible Man. Out of the H's, Happy Death Day and Halloween. The L's, well, we got to see what happens with Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I'm not happy about that. I'm not, how should I put that? I'm not excited about it. I'm just like, it's okay. The Lazarus Effect is solid. Fuck the K's. Fuck the J's. Out of the M's, the first Mega and Ma. O, Ouija, Origin of Evil. N, fuck all them movies. P, I don't care about none of those Paranormal Activities. Yeah, only the Purges appeal to me. The S's, the first two Sinisters. Yeah, fuck them other movies. U, it's whatever. Y is whatever. T is whatever. V is whatever. W is whatever. N is whatever. K is whatever. R is whatever. I think I got through the S's here. Dog, I'm not lying to y'all. There is a bunch of mid when it comes to Blumhouse. I told y'all I was not lying. I'm not lying. It's a bunch of Blumhouse mid movies, and then you got several great ones. I mean, listen, you could say the same thing about music in general, like with music labels and all this stuff. Dog, I'm not lying. These are the facts, not artifacts. These are the facts. I ain't lying. So we're gonna see what happens with this Saw joint. I will go see the movie when it comes out, but regardless, I'm not ecstatic about this. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So we'll see what happens. Now, I do like Blumhouse collabing with Universal for Halloween Horror Nights. As I said, Enter the Blumhouse was dope. What the fuck did they have last year? Besides that, they had something else that was part of Blumhouse. Fuck, I gotta look. All right, y'all, give me a second. I'm about to look right now. If this fucker would... Oh, you want to play with me today? Okay. Fuck, I don't think they're gonna show it in here. I don't know why it's taking so damn long. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked at it. I apologize. Here we go. Hold on, we almost there. Yeah, I always go to the wiki page. Hollywood, we almost there. Almost there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, they had Insidious. You feel me? That's what they had. Yeah, I was rocking with Insidious. Let me show this. Full screen. Boom. You see that? Yeah. Okay, I know y'all see that. Yeah, Insidious. Insidious has always been a banger at Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah. Whether it's Hollywood or Orlando, but definitely Hollywood, because I go to the joints in Hollywood. And I went in 2017. That was the best house that year. And last year, Insidious was the best house for 2024. So, yeah, man, keep on making them bangers, bro. Trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah. So let's go through a recap. Y'all know what happened now with Five Nights at Freddy's. It was not supposed to be announced. That was by accident because of James Blum. So we got that. They say it's going to happen in a new way. So I'm expecting a house plus the food plus either a show or a photo op. This might be the first time I try pizza at Halloween Horror Nights because of the Freddy Fazbear. I'm gonna let that be known. I might try it. So we'll see what happens. But I'm expecting for sure house plus food. Oh, and also merchandise for sure. Now, let's also go back to Blumhouse. They acquired or are reportedly acquiring the rights to Saw. A24 should have got the rights to Saw. They would do it well. And please, by the way, if you have not gone to the theaters, go see Bring Her Back by A24. Great. It's directed by the same guys who did Talk to Me, which I'm going to watch once again. So we got that out the way, and then I did the Blumhouse catalog. So you see, it's a bunch of men in the midst of greatness. So let me know what you think about all this. Do you approve of Five Nights at Freddy's coming to Horror Nights? That's probably rhetorical. And do you approve of Blumhouse acquiring, reportedly, the rights to Saw, which means they will have 50% of the rights while Lionsgate still has their 50% of the share? Thank you for watching. Salute.